to follow us on all our socials for our latest book releases, op-eds, essays, and commentaries from our hosts. And, of course, download the KBLA 1580 app as we strive to remain your most trusted, credible, and reliable source for the issues you care about. This is unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. What up, baby?
Hey, so I'm calling your show, 'cause I need to know. Show me which way to go before I throw my...
Okay, hold on a second, Keisha. Just let me ask Ronald exactly what's going on, because it takes two to tango, and I need to hear his side of the story.
Don't you driving me insane? Got stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games. Man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
If I don't do the challenging topics, who's going to do them? And let me just say, the listening audience here at KBLA Talk 1580 has been amazing. I get a lot of emails from people, men and women, offering show topic ideas. And the sister reached out to me last night. She listens to the it's a lot of sisters listening to the show. I hear it all the time. Hey, I've been listening. You know, when you was talking about, Andy is yelling, they don't call it. It's fine. It's fine. But no, seriously, a lot of sisters listen to the show. And a sister reached out to me via Instagram. And she sent me what is that? What do they call that when your phone takes a picture of something? A screenshot. Thank you. I'm old. No, I'm not old. I'm right in the middle. I'm young and old at the same time. It's really a terrible thing. But anyway, she sent me a screenshot, and the screenshot was of a young man's of his Twitter account. And in the Twitter account, his question, or what he presented, he said, ladies, if you're looking for a man who actually likes women, he might not be straight. That's what he said. Now, that implies that straight men don't really like women. So then I started to ask women. Now, you guys know I'm at the cigar lounge. So I asked a lot of women about men's emotional IQ, about their interest in them, and a sister told me that more men are interested in women physically, but not so much emotionally. I need to hear from the brothers. Can y'all give me some insight tonight? This is an audience listener submitted show. And it's deep, man. A riveting look at if modern men are still emotionally attracted to women. Are most men sexually attracted to women but not emotionally attracted to them? What makes a man fall deeply in love with a woman? How does a man develop emotional intimacy that he can show, that he could share with his woman? Huh? Is his bromance interfering with your romance? 1-800-920-1580. I want to know. Is emotional vulnerability at odds with the core tenets of masculinity? Very interesting stuff here. I want to talk to y'all tonight. 1-800-920-1580. When I come forward, I've got more questions, I got more concepts, and the phone lines will be open.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings will disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Nissan is proud to be a partner of KBLA, and right now, during their fall sales event, 0 down delivers any new or pre-owned car at Gardena Nissan. They're located conveniently on Redondo Beach Boulevard at Western, and they specialize in helping folks out who have no credit, bad credit, bankruptcies, or repos. The folks at Gardena Nissan will take fantastic care of you and help you get into the car you need and deserve at a spectacular price. Visit them today or shop online at GardenaNissan.com. The all-new Gardena Nissan is proud to be a partner of KBLA, and right now, during their fall sales event, 0 down delivers any new or pre-owned car at Gardena Nissan. For the best deals, log on to GardenaNissan.com. 0 down on approved credit. GardenaNissan.com. Roll out.
So you tested positive for COVID. What's next? Treat yourself. From getting serious. So treat yourself. Call the healthcare provider or the statewide COVID hotline at 833-422-4255 to find free treatment today. Again, that's 833-422-4255. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
The Institute for Diversity Certification is all about the 3 Ds: dedication, determination, and discipline. Learn more about our globally recognized diversity certification program today by calling 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or visit diversitycertification.org. As the #1 organization for certified diversity professionals and also certified diversity executive credentials, diversitycertification.org will provide an opportunity for you to demonstrate dedication to the field, determination to make progress, and more discipline to your process. Go today and learn more about the diversity certification system. Call 1-800-983-6192. Again, 1-800-983-6192. Or go to diversitycertification.org. That's diversitycertification.org. The standard of excellence.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
the subway on my way to Brooklyn. Hello, good looking. Is this seat chicken on the A train? Picking out a brain. I couldn't get a number, couldn't get a name. I said I still like your style and fashion, but I hate your hospitality attitude with a passion. Is it because brothers like to hawk a lot? Is it because your shine don't talk a lot? She turned away, no play. I said, okay, you don't really look good. I hope you have a bad day. Sat back, relaxed, till the vibe was tight. I was thinking of the rhymes I wrote last night. Next stop was mine, a familiar scene. I was meeting my friends till a band before green with the girls are real. And tell you how they feel. If you're soft, you're soft, but if you're hard like steel. See, I don't bend, and I won't rough, and I don't break, and I won't bust. Stomped up the street, and did I hear treat? Hard high heels tapping on the concrete. I took a peek, and was the girl from the train behind me. Yeah, she lived in the area, was she trying to find me? I didn't want to play myself out, I played it on. Stopped and I bought a dinner scout. Now was she shy? She didn't walk by. She came in the store and she even said hi. Curiosity at a high velocity, maybe possibly she had a hop to me. I said if we're playing games, then we're gonna play mine. I'ma lay the rules 'cause it ain't much time. If you hide your feelings,
ladies and gentlemen, my playlist is my co-host, legendary Rakim. What's on Your Mind is the name of the track. Now, tonight's topic is a very nuanced topic. And during the breaks, we have conversations, right, that add on. Like, listen, do men have a stronger emotional connection to their homies than they do, with their women, with their woman? Do they have a stronger emotional connection? Can they handle emotions better within their circle of brothers than they can with their women? Very interesting stuff. Why do men have difficulty with emotional intimacy? How do you deepen emotional intimacy with your partner? Do men even like to open up and be vulnerable? Yeesh. Is the emotional IQ high enough in most men to even know what they don't like about a woman emotionally? Do they know? Oh man, this is gonna be. I don't know how brothers are gonna work this out. I need to hear from my brothers tonight. And I was talking to a sister in the cigar lounge today. She told me, and she prefaced, she said, not all women, but there are some women that would date a bisexual man because she feels emotionally he relates to her better. I said, what? Now, I don't know if this is a generational thing. I don't know. Thus, the caption that the sister sent me online. Ladies, a question for you. If you're looking for a man who actually likes women, he might not be straight. I said, no, this is a generational thing, I think. I love women, even when women get on my nerves. You know, women get on your nerves in a nurturing, loving, annoying kind of way. I still love women. I need to know. I need to know who said what. The number to dial is 1-800-920-1580. I want to know from the brothers. Brothers, do you open up to your women? Is it difficult for you to open up to your women? Do you struggle? Or, let me ask the brothers directly. Are you more interested in a woman physically than you are emotionally? Do you go through the motions? Do you perform? Do you behave the way you think she wants you to behave so you can get the physical connectivity you're in pursuit of? And then after doing so, do you discard the emotional attachment? Now, my intern, Arabia, is in here like, yep, that happened to me yesterday. Listen, somebody talk to me tonight. Don't be afraid. Because brothers, listen, man, I've heard it all week long. Brothers have been complaining about sisters on almost every one of my shows. And then if you factor in the hip-hop element, hip-hop said bros before, I don't want to, can I say the word? I can't say the word. No, I don't think I can say that. Okay, bros before whores.
No, don't say that. That's worse.
That's worse? Okay, bros before Cheerios. Bros before garden tools. I mean, that's a culture, though. Right? To me, I don't know. Can somebody explain that to me? Because it seemed that men, especially a certain kind of men, right? A certain kind of man, they seem to have a deeper connection with their circle of brothers than they do with their woman. They don't usually talk to their women. They don't share their feelings. You know how many couples I have coached that said, he won't talk. He won't open up. Why is that, brothers? And because we have this low emotional, or apparently we have this low emotional IQ, could we be running our women off because we're not emotionally available? Well, Arabia is in total agreement. Daryl from Los Angeles, get in here, brother. Talk to me.
Hey, good afternoon, good evening, I should say.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful topic tonight. And I think you touched on a lot of good points about the whole scenario in terms of brothers being with their boys. It's like they're brothers. They're blood brothers, right? Mm-hmm. So that emotional connection is going to be a little different. And they can be vulnerable there, but not, they don't feel like they're losing any ground. But when they're vulnerable with a woman, it kind of makes them feel a little less than manly. You know what I mean?
Really?
Because they get emotional. I would think the way I came up, like I started sexual activity pretty early at 14. All through my 20s was bananas. And then when I got 30, right about 30, I got married. Mm-hmm. And only reason I didn't get married because I was all gaga, goo and love. I just got married because I had begun to lose that I don't know, that emotional connection with women. And it was more about sex than it was about emotions, right? It was really foggy. So I said, well, damn, I got to straighten myself out. So I got married, and it was good the first 5 years, but the last 15 was a war. So I'm a veteran. I say I'm a veteran today since it's Veterans Day. But
hey, man, thank you for your service, brother. Thank you.
No. I apologize, though. I was being facetious because I went through the marriage was war. I didn't go through the battlefield, but it was a battlefield. But anyway, long story short, I totally believe it's in terms of men wanting to open up and be really transparent with a woman. I think that requires age, because a younger guy is going to still be caught up in the snatch. I would think that's the way I was. I was still caught up. I mean, it was the best thing that happened. But as I got older, and through the marriage and everything, like now I'm 58. I long for the beautiful connection that you have with a woman. That chemistry is what amplifies the sex now. So it has meaning. It has depth to it. So it's more intense. It's more intimate. And it just, without the chemistry, without being, I would say, somewhat vulnerable and being transparent with her, I don't think you can get the level of intimacy you could enjoy if you were really connected with that woman. I'm more selective now. Mm-hmm. So I think that a lot of guys, as you get older, just getting it, just making knots on the bedpost and all of that stuff, it kind of dies down and you be more focused on one woman as opposed to a harem. You know what I mean?
I get it. That makes sense. Daryl, once again, man, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you. I got one question before you leave.
Appreciate you.
I got one question. Do most men, in general, just simply not trust women? They don't trust women?
Well, that's that vulnerability part. They don't want to be vulnerable to her.
But but is that a trust thing? Do most men just simply not trust women?
Yeah, because what they fear most is pain. So if they're vulnerable and they open up and then they really become, transparent and she hurts him, I mean, dude, jump off a bridge or something. That's a little extreme, but heartache hurts and you can't take a pill for it. You can drink it, I would think that would be it. Everybody got to navigate their own way through this thing. But in terms of men not wanting to be back on topic, not wanting to be emotionally connected to a woman or have that chemistry, that sensitive nature where you really connect with her, I think most men want that as they get older, and they can be more selective and more refined because they know what they don't want, but they know they want something. And in order to truly become the man that you have to be, I think you want that relationship. I think you want to come to, because you need a woman to mirror the reflection. She's got to be an independent thinker. For me, she's got to be smart. She's got to be somebody how would you say? It's someone that you really vibe with. I mean, you complement each other in a certain way, And that's the woman that you find her, you want to hold on with both hands.
All right. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate this insight. Now, I got to push to the next callers, but, brother, you did your thing.
I hope your boy come back on. The dude that was on last night. I think his name
Jeff Brown.
Jeff Brown. Yeah, that was him. He floored me with this one. What did he say? He said, "You're in constant struggle for the approval of the quiet voice within." I said, "Damn, Bristol, bro. All right, there, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.
All right, brother. Thank you. He brought Los Angeles into the building. Look, if you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. Once again, Fred from the SFV. Talk to me, Fred.
Yeah, San Fernando Valley in the house. We chilling like villains.
Now, don't cuss today, Fred.
Home of the corn and the corn, baby.
Fred, do not curse today. You lost.
I'm not cursing.
All right.
All I say is this. When you're when they call you Mr., do you feel like you earned that, or do you feel like you're entitled to that title?
No, when you get to Mr., you've earned it.
Okay, so when you share that title, because remember, you Lord of the Rings, you Lord of your castle, right?
Right.
So then when you bequeath, listen to the word, bequeath.
Bequeath.
Bequeath. Through the ritual of what is called a wedding, you then transfers part of that title to your woman, right?
Yes, sir.
The person, right?
Yes.
But did she really earn it? Did she feel entitled to that role?
Wait, what?
Now, like I said,
say more, Fred. Go deeper, Fred.
Was the side chick to George Washington, and she went the extra mile impressing him by making the American flag. Now, many people don't know that Betsy Ross was a mulatto woman, a black woman, and the white woman sat up there on a little plantation with the Negroes, while George was up there ducking them lead bullets.
But Fred.
So really, the side chick got a little history. She got a little fame because they said, "Oh, Betsy Ross."
But Fred,
Fred,
I gotta ask you, what does this have to do with the topic?
Well, the topic is you saying that, men and women, we have no animosity toward each other. We just have confusion.
No, Fred.
Confusion of philosophy.
Let me help you, Fred. Tonight's topic.
Okay.
This is the topic, because clearly you don't know what it is. Tonight's topic, brother, is really simple. If you're looking for a man who actually likes women, he might not be straight. A riveting look at if modern men are still emotionally attracted to women. Now, I'm going to ask you...
Yeah, we're attracted to women.
But are we just physically attracted? Are we
the dynamics of the...
There we go. Fred, do you want to talk through and over me? Can I set it up for you? Because you clearly didn't know what the topic was. You start talking about Betsy Ross. You start talking about...
I was eating barbecue at the time, so I didn't get the remote.
No, because the framing of the discussion was around men and their lack of emotional IQ in relationship. And I was talking about how some men, not all men, but many men have tighter knit emotional bonds with their homies than they do with their women.
Oh, okay. I got off track. My bad. Okay, first of all, yes, men have to work together for survival. You couldn't kill the mastodons and the polar bears.
So Fred, hold tight. Fred, hold tight. I'm about to come forward. When I come back, I'm going to let you finish your thought. Fred is all over the place. Fred, if you don't get back on topic when I come forward, you're not going to have a lot to talk about.
And it's smooth and lovely. I'm in your head, so you be thinking of me. So we met in Queens and went to Valley Streams, and I couldn't remember the movie we just seen. But it's Wednesday, take the train uptown, high to 125th.
The voice of reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The stepfather of late rapper Tupac is being released from prison on his deathbed. Mutulu Shakur is set to be released after serving more than 36 years behind bars. Shakur will spend his last remaining days in Southern California with his family. He's dying from bone marrow cancer, and doctors told him he had 6 months to live in May. The Biden administration isn't taking any applications for student loan forgiveness after a federal judge blocked the plan last night. The federal judge in Texas rejected President Biden's executive action in August to cancel up to $20,000 in student debt for millions of Americans. The Justice Department has already appealed the decision. Beginning on Veterans Day, all vets will have a lifetime pass to national parks and other public land. Each free pass will cover entrance fees for all passengers in a personal vehicle and amenity fees at national forests and grasslands. And that is the latest. I'm Doug Davis from the Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
Wendy's Biggie Bag is still just $5. Get a double-stack junior bacon cheeseburger or crispy chicken BLT plus 4-piece nugs, small fries, and a small drink. Grab your bag at Wendy's today. Chicken BLT with 4-piece nugs, small drink, and fries. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
If the Brooklyn Nets keep Kyrie Irving's suspension at 5 games, he would be eligible to play against the Lakers Sunday night here in L.A. Irving needs to go through several steps, including sensitivity training, before the Nets feel he fully understands the impact of what he did. Irving was suspended on November 4th for supporting an anti-Semitic documentary on his Twitter page. Undefeated Jackson State is at home Saturday against Alabama A&M. Jackson State has the nation's #1 defense in Division I AA, allowing only 9.4 points per game. On behalf of all of us here at KBLA Talk 1580, a special salute to our veterans and military personnel. We thank you for your service and sacrifice for our country. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. This sports report was brought to you by MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to your settlement, we're slam dunk. Call 833-MVP-WINS or check their website at themvp.com for a pre-case review.
If you're the victim of a car accident, call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits MVP wins for a free case review.
Call on me, your MVP. Step in mightier than a sword.
They say the pen is mightier than the sword. At KBLA Talk 1580, we not only have a lot to talk about, we have a lot to write about. Politics, relationships, business, empowerment, and culture. The all-star roster at KBLA Talk 1580 has you covered.
That's what it's all about.
Be sure to follow us on all our socials for our latest book releases, op-eds, essays, and commentaries from our hosts. And, of course, download the KBLA 1580 app as we strive to remain your most trusted, credible, and reliable source for the issues you care about. This is unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580.
What up, baby?
The California Crusader newspaper would like to thank all of our subscribers for their support throughout the years, proudly serving the South Los Angeles and South Bay areas for more than 40 years. The California Crusader is a multicultural, black-owned, adjudicated newspaper that focuses on providing newsworthy information to the people in our community. We're constantly looking for ways to assist subscribers. We provide low-cost, effective ways to promote your business with our reasonable and affordable advertising rates. You can participate by suggesting, sharing, and submitting your stories on the California Crusader newspaper Community Share Facebook group page, or visit our website at cal-cruise-news.com. That's calcruisenews.com. Then click on the Submit Now button located on the top right corner of the homepage, or text CCN to 42828. Again, text CCN to 42828. The California Crusader newspaper, working together to build a better community for our future. Subscribe today.
Leaving things half done? Not a good look. Like a half-done hairdo.
All done.
Shouldn't the curls be on both sides? A half-baked peach cobbler.
A gummy crust? I don't think so.
Or a half of a domino.
Damn! Big six!
But where's the other half?
Don't go halfway, especially with your immunity to COVID-19. Stay up to date with your vaccines and boosters. Visit myturn.ca.gov to find one near you. Brought to you by the California Department of Public Health.
It's pro time because at Lowe's, it's Provember. Save big with inventory you can count on, like Flex products or DeWalt Power Tools start. Lowe's MVPs members earn up to 3 times bonus points per dollar on select items. Save all Provember long. Bonus points calculated before taxes and fees after applicable discounts, if any. MVPs Pro Rewards Program. Terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty Terms. Subject to change. Prices valid from 10/17/22 to 2/3/23 or until supplies last.
KBLA Talk 1580, putting the spotlight on culture and community. The Rodney King Foundation works in the community to promote positive race relations and achieve social justice. The foundation provides advocacy, educational scholarships, and the powerful Walk in Love initiative. The Rodney King Foundation seeks a world of hope, tolerance, and social justice, where divisiveness has been overcome and all people live together peacefully and harmoniously. Executive Director, Founder Laura King is striving to enhance the community's self-esteem, health, social services, and social justice locally and worldwide. The foundation is dedicated to continuing the message of Laura's father, the great Rodney King, to promote peace and #GetAlong. For more information, please visit call 626-541-2907. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You're listening to the voice of reason with Joe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
Eric B was coolin' at the Palladium, seen an all-world cover girl. I said, hey lady, I'm sorry if you're in a rush. Don't let me hold you up or intervene or interrupt. But you got the look, I wanna get to know you better. I had to let her know, but yo, I didn't sweat her. Cause if you would've seen what I was saying, almost looked Korean, but you were seeing. When she spoke, her accent was self-explanatory. Even her body language told a story. Her name was Mahogany, twins' name was Ebony. I said my name is Ra, and this is Eric B.
Legendary Rakim.
Take a walk. So we can talk.
You know my playlist is my co-host. You know what he was doing? Showing us how to talk to a woman, opening up, sharing. These are social game rules on wax. Hip-hop is different now. The way hip-hop talks about women now. Has hip-hop made women, their image, somewhat disposable? It's tough, man. This is tough. Tonight's topic. We're talking about men and their inability to share how they really feel with women. And is that causing a rift in the relationship where women are saying, I need to go elsewhere to get this emotional multivitamin for my spirit? My man is not talking. He's not sharing. My man has a better friendship with his friends than the friendship we have within our relationship. This led me to the question that the sister gave to me, and I'm giving to you. Are most men sexually attracted to women but not emotionally attracted? Can most men deal with the firestorm of emotions that women can exhibit? Do most men even like hearing a woman talk? They'll talk to the homies for hours. Now, Andy said something. I'm going to come back to Fred and SFV. But Andy said something during the break that I thought was quite interesting. Andy, could you share that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I was just saying that, if my significant other could talk about the Laker game that popped off last night.
How about it?
If she could break down how Russell Westbrook dropped a triple-double.
How about it?
You know what I'm saying? Or
what if your woman told you, Andy, Russell needs to come off the bench?
I'd be like, whoa,
hey, girl, hey.
You know what I'm saying? If she could hop on the PS5 or the Xbox and play 2K or Madden or Call of Duty with me, I think the bond would be a little bit stronger, And, based off of some of my experiences, right, when I think about some of my exes, that used to be somewhat of an issue because there were times throughout the week I spent 6 days with you. I just want to go chill with the homies on Sunday so we can watch football. You know what I'm saying? I'll be back later on in the evening. Let me just go chill with the homies for the day. And I'll be like, yo, where your homegirls at?
When you coming back?
And she'll be like, I ain't got no homegirls. You my only friend. I'm like, what? I never understood why certain women didn't really have too much friends, but I would talk to some of my female friends, and they would be like, you know what? Females are just too catty. We don't get along like that.
So you telling me females, women. They don't like to be called
Excuse me,
females?
I apologize.
Women really don't like each other?
There's a level of that definitely playing around based off of some of my experiences.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Andy. Andy was in here during the break like, no. She got to come sit down with me and play the PS5. This is interesting because men, I'm telling you, in my opinion, it's this generation or the past few generations, I should say, a couple of generations. Brothers are exhibiting, in my opinion, y'all check me if I'm wrong, somewhat of a disdain for women. They're not emotionally connected, but they will have sex. 1-800-920-1580. Fred, SFV, get in here, and then I got to get to the rest.
Okay, all I got to say is yes, we can. Now, think you always had a homegirl who was just like one of the fellas you could hang out with, talk to, be honest, play PlayStation 2, and all that. Now, she wasn't that attractive, you know what I'm saying, because she hung out with the fellas. But once you put a little war paint on me, she didn't look too bad, right?
Keep going.
Right. So those women have been around us. We ignore them because we chasing after the women with the war paint on. You understand?
No, but I see what you're saying, Fred. But what about the sister that's a little bit? And I think this is weird. I've always thought this was weird, even when I was a kid. But the sister that we fellas deemed somewhat of a tomboy. Right? And she used to hang with us, play hoop with us. She was one of the fellas. Until we saw her at homecoming, dressed up, bam! That's who hang out with us. So come on,
Exactly.
Fred.
Exactly.
So that whole she
Diamonds
ugly
in the
thing
rough.
don't always fly. She might be a little understated. She might not be flamboyant with it until we see her at homecoming killing everybody at the dance.
Let's keep it real. Even though she was attractive, when she hung around us and did all the things we did, she was funky as onions now. Don't get it messed up now. We do have senses as a man. We have sensitive nose. And you be telling your girl, like, damn, girl, I'm trying to go home and take a shower. You going to hit them showers too?
I think men are in trouble, man. I think men are in trouble, bro. I think
we just at the Rubicon. You understand what I'm saying? We have just only one generation really dealt with each other on an equal level. And we haven't learned how to communicate or to be tactful enough to talk about these subjects without some people being so sensitive on both sides.
Men but what, Fred, why do men have a difficult time opening up, being vulnerable, sharing their emotions, listening without judgment? Why do men have a difficult time doing that, sir?
Because we're the leaders. A leader don't talk to nobody.
Ooh, keep going. Keep going, Fred.
A leader goes ahead in his mind and says, hey, this is the path we got to stick with. This is the path we got to go. Now, once I start making failures, I'm so tough. Like when you drive without asking for directions, and your girl telling you stop at the gas station and ask for directions, you're like, I got this. Till eventually, you put your pride aside because you've been lost for about 60 minutes. You listen to her, and then she digs it in a little bit, but you learn from your mistakes. But a leader don't have to ask somebody no question. Only person a leader got a question is God.
But Fred, in a relationship, and you know this, you are an older gentleman, you my elder, in a relationship, that old I ain't got to answer to nobody stuff goes out the window. You have to compromise. Come on, Fred. You know that. You compromised this morning.
Check this out. I'm just saying this. I don't compromise. We just have to be going parallel to what I wanted to do. Ain't no compromise. When you by yourself in this world, and like you say, you love yourself, you have confidence in yourself, and you ain't married, you ain't got that crazy. Come on now, I live with my woman. I ain't married to her. I left the one I was married to in Florida. She can have the house. She said, you gonna come get your, you can have all that stuff.
Hey, Fred, I got to
push. The whole garage full of clothes. I don't need that because I'm going to come up again. I'm the chosen one, baby. The chosen one don't have to question nobody.
Hey, Fred, I got to push, man. Thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you.
We always appreciate Fred. We don't agree with a lot of stuff he says, but we appreciate the fact that he calls in and he shares. But even leaders have advisors, trusted advisors. There is cooperation, collaboration, and compromise in relationship. When I come forward, the phone lines are totally full. When I come forward, we're going to speak more on this topic.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Governor Newsom not supporting making kindergarten mandatory. Maisha Cairo here. It's your K-Block Minute News. The office of Governor Gavin Newsom released a list of bills from the current legislative session that he both signed and those that he vetoed. Among the bills vetoed was Senate Bill 70, which would have made attending 1 year of kindergarten mandatory beginning the 2024 to 2025 school year. Existing California law does not require children to attend school until they are 6 years old, the age that children typically begin first grade. Kindergarten is reported to help level the playing field for children who are less likely to receive high-quality child care or preschool. Parents and community members, what are your thoughts on all this? I'd like to know. Tweet us at KBLA 1580 #KBlackMinute with your thoughts.
you're the victim of a car accident, who goes to bat for you is crucial. We're MVP Accident Attorneys, the personal injury pros. Hiring the right law firm could be the difference between a rewarding settlement and striking out. When it comes to getting the maximum compensation you deserve, our team hits it out of the park. Call the pros at MVP Accident Attorneys at 833-MVP-WINS for a free case review. Call 833-MVP-WINS.
Call on me, your MVP.
Hey, Dad, how do airplanes fly? What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
More of the Voice of Reason with Phil Williams right now on KBLA Talk 1580.
Well, excuse me, take a few minutes to mellow out. Big Daddy Kane is on the mic and I'ma tell about a minimum limp of rhymes with strength and power. So listen to the man of the hour. Flow and go to a slow tempo and you know, sing ho, swing low, then yo, the show will go on. As I perform, transforming on stage like a Decepticon. But I'm not animated like a cartoon, I'm for real, shooting lyrics like a harpoon. Across the crowd, the listeners and spectators, so let's groove with the smooth operator.
So, I'm listening to all these records, right? That's Big Daddy Kane, Smooth Operator. The VOR's back on KBLA Talk 1580. Is a lot of men's emotional interest a show, a performance? A lot of us are emotional smooth operators, right? We put up a good act. We put up a good front. But then when we get to start to really get to know the young lady, you know, some of our own weaknesses start to rise to the surface, start to come to consciousness within the relationship. And so the woman might say, you fooled her, you tricked her, because you presented as if you were emotionally present and connected, but in reality, after you reached whatever goal or intent you had in mind, you reverted back to your old closed-off self. I want to know, man. Y'all got to talk to me. Why do some brothers, and listen, I never understood it. Some brothers have a deeper connection with their friends than they do with their woman. A deeper emotional connection. I don't understand how that works. Somebody got to call in and share what we got. The phone lines are all the way lit. Let me go to Heru Ali, Battle Creek, Michigan. Get in here, brother.
Peace and love to the family of nations, honors those staff, and honors Tavis Smiley. Salute to all the veterans. Honors, honors, honors.
Yes, sir, brother. Honors.
Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely.
And you're a veteran, right?
23 years, absolutely.
Man, happy Veterans Day to you, man. Thank you for your service, Heru.
Honors, I appreciate that. Honors. Listen, if you can't be emotional
with your significant other, what type of woman are you dealing with? A queen is not a concubine. I always say this. A queen is not a concubine, and a concubine is not a queen. And 304s have their place in our society. There is a hierarchy of 304ishness, right?
I'm following. Keep going. I'm following you, Brett.
Yes. So yeah, whoever coined that phrase, what was it? Homie mans? Whatever that.
I don't know.
Homosexual. You're out of control, and honest to you for that.
No, but you
know.
But Heru, you know that there are a lot of brothers out there that are homosexuals.
I know that is such a thing. I don't know. Brothers, I ain't gonna say to him like that. Myself personally,
No, I'm not saying you have a circle of friends, but a homosexual is a guy who is heterosexual, but he prefers the company of his homies.
Ooh, how horrible do either of you have to be, you and your woman, that you prefer to be around Negroes?
That's what I'm saying.
To prove, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I cannot relate. I cannot relate because ain't nothing better than being around some lavender cucumber smelling, supple, Sharshi Bartman, mocha latte. What?
One of the most fabulous things I love is little feminine feet walking in my kitchen. Just
pitty pat, pitty pat.
Just pitty pat. I'm watching TV and the little feet is just a pitty patting. I love it. A lot of dudes just don't like
with that.
A lot of dudes don't like being around women. We got to just be honest about it.
Well, yeah, and they can stay in their faternity with all that, because I do not subscribe. Does not compute. No.
Hey, Heru, we got to push forward, brother. I thank you, man. Always love and happy Veterans Day to you, brother.
Absolutely, peace and love, and let's go twos and fews. Let's get up to that $200 support challenge. Everybody, stay safe. Honors.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to bring your city in the building, look who I got waiting. New York, Baltimore, Arkansas, Grand Prairie, Texas. If you want to bring your city in the building and join this discussion, just understand we're not going to judge you. We're not going to disrespect you. All you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Did you know fixing outdoor leaks can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day? Even tiny leaks can be huge water wasters. Conserving water actions at home and in your yard, like adjusting your sprinklers and adding drip irrigation so you water only where it's needed. We can all do our part to conserve water. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more water-saving tips. Save water, save California.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that when we fight, we win. Community Coalition trains activists and organizers in order to support power building with Black, Brown, Indigenous, and people of color. Community Coalition works to help transform the social and economic conditions in South LA that foster addiction, crime, violence, and poverty by building a community institution that involves thousands in creating, influencing, and changing public policy. Founded by Karen Bass in 1990, Community Coalition was born as an African American and Latino organization with the goal of turning hopelessness and despair into action. The activism of the Community Coalition's members and community residents has almost solely stimulated economic recovery in South LA for decades, generating billions of dollars by redirecting them to South LA schools. Community Coalition offers amazing mind, body, soul resources, advocacy, and policy work, and has a robust and active membership body. To become a member, get a referral, or get support for your nonprofit, visit cocosouthla.org. That's cocosouthla.org, or call 323-750-9087. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
I took one look at you, and it was plain to see you were my destiny. You're all I need to get by.
Let me just give you some insights. In order to build intimacy in your relationship, you definitely got to spend some time together. You got to take a break from electronics. You guys got to go out and do things together. You have to learn how to value what you have. Validation has to be bi-directional. You got to validate each other. Listen, I got some more tips, but I'm not going to give them all right now. When we come forward for the second hour, we're going all over the country to get perspective on this topic. Voice of Reason on fire on a Friday night on KBLA Talk 1580. You my nigga.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Doug Davis, and here's the latest from the Black Information Network. The stepfather of late rapper Tupac is being released from prison on his is set to be released